Do chiropractors actually believe in what they do? I once heard a chiropractor say that his job was symptom relief, recovery, and ongoing care. He said if a chiropractor said he could cure something to run for the hills. I've never gone to a chiropractor, but I've always wanted to see what they say to that. When I was in medical school, a chiropractor gave us a lecture. He flat out said, "I cannot cure a cold, the flu, or scoliosis. I can help people by doing massage and stretching. If they have symptoms of a spinal injury, I don't touch them." He actually worked out of a primary care clinic. He's the only one I've ever known that was truly self-aware. My husband is a chiropractor, and he knows he's not a damn miracle worker who thinks he can cure cancer by cracking your neck or whatever the hell else some of the weird chiropractors who give other chiropractors a bad name believe. He routinely refers out to PTs, pain management specialists, orthopedic doctors, neurologists, does deep tissue massages and stretches with his patients, and of course the good old crackings. He's just part of a holistic approach to care. I avoided a chiropractor for 41 years, until I had sciatic nerve pain that wouldn't go away no matter how much I did yoga or core exercises. I limped frequently and it literally ruined sex for almost a year. Apparently yelping in pain every thrust isn't considered sexy. I finally broke down and saw a chiropractor on the recommendation of a friend. Symptoms improved after the first visit and were 90 gone within 3. Also got rid of some neck pain I was ignoring. The ones who stay in their lanes helping with sciatica and similar issues that can benefit from spinal manipulation probably. But to the extent that they claim they can fix a myriad of unrelated stuff? No, that's like a gynecologist claiming he can cure leukemia with a speculum. Sure, of course. No idea. But my old one helped keep me out of surgery for a herniated disc along with PT, and my current one is helping my shoulder neck quite a bit. He spends majority of the time doing Graston, then does a few quick adjustments to make sure I have good spine mobility. Beware the chiropractors though. All I know is I threw my shoulder out years ago, opted out of surgery. 15 years later had issues with it and a chiro fixed me up. 10 years later and no issues. Yes, and for some people it absolutely does help. I know people like to write them off as quacks, and I did too, but I decided to try them when nothing else worked for my chronic pain. It was absolutely not a cure, but I did see temporary relief. The ones I've gone to for almost 30 years do. None of the wackadoo stuff, though. People have these anecdotes about people getting paralyzed by a chiropractor. You know what killed my brother? A fucking anesthesiologist. MD is no guarantee. As hard as it is to believe, it may be that a good number of them really do believe it. Why else would they cause so much injury and delay? I have had back issues for a long time. I have been to several chiropractors. A couple were really helpful. They were closer to physical therapy than others. The first chiropractor didn't do shit. I waited a few decades. The second one I went to wouldn't touch me till he x-rayed my spine. Turns out my spine was in the shape of a corkscrew. One leg was longer than the other and I had 6 bone spurs on various vertebrae. No wonder I can hear the spine when I turn my head. Who knew? Good chiropractors help so much. Some people care about what they do, others don't. In any profession. Still seeing my chiropractor 11 years and counting. They provide short-term symptom relief, but in the right setting it is worth it. Stretching the muscles and the popping of joints does help to relieve pain. I have been after a reek. Went a few times and got great relief from it. The doctors just want to throw painkillers at the problem, but I did not want that. My wife had some issues that she got relief from. They are still around because they do have a benefit in the right situation. I think MDs fail to treat something if it can't be done with a pill. Doctors can't cure colds, they can only treat the symptoms. Chiropractors are the same way. Both have plenty of horror stories attached to their treatments. They both have their uses. 6 months of sciatica that physio was completely ineffective on. 2 chiro visits later, no more sciatica. I believe in them. I know a few great chiropractors in my area that do. I know because it helped them and helped me too. I go to the Joint Chiropractic, it is a chain franchise. My back was spasming and I couldn't walk. I had to go to my doctor in a wheelchair. He told me it would fix itself. Bullshit. I tried everything. Chiropractor was the very last thing I did because of the stigma people have against it. They fixed me up and I was not in pain anymore. I'm a chiropractic assistant and there are days when I question chiropractic, but then I see practice members who are receiving serious healing after trying every other avenue. I think it really does work for some people, and there are specific tools now that make neck adjustments very safe. Definitely seen so much improvement in people with sciatic pain, headaches, and a reduction in various other symptoms. If you can avoid taking medication that causes a myriad of other issues and chiropractic helps you, then why not? Some do believe it. A friend of a friend is a chiropractor and is quite serious about his work. He has a large enough clientele to make a continuing business for over 15 years. If his patients get enough relief to keep coming back for that long, that says something. They generally range from "we can make your spine feel good" to "we literally cure blindness" and run away from the latter.